Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special video. It's the top 10 most extreme beards. Now for this video, we actually have a sponsor, the Northern Beard Company, and the owner of that company, Chris, is actually with me here today. He's going to be hosting the video with me. He actually has a pretty extreme beard himself, so I'd like you to welcome him now, and hopefully my beard doesn't look too sad next to his.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
It's good to have you. And I've heard that you can make any beard fantastic, even mine, which isn't really a beard.
Yeah, we can't make any beards grow bigger, but we can make it easier to grow a beard.
What about like growing like hair on the cheeks? Because that's what I struggle with.
Comes down to genetics.
That's so sad to hear.
So our products include beard oils, which help soften your skin, your beard hairs, and they just provide the first step in conditioning. And we also have our beard balm, which is the second step in conditioning. It's a leave-in conditioner. It will help soften your skin throughout the day. You apply it in the morning, leave it in, and then that's it. And we have beard brushes. Beard brush is crucial. You need it. You gotta tame your beard. There's no way you can have a beard this length without some sort of beard care product. Northern Beard Company has everything you need to grow your beard.
So all the links to the Northern Beard Company and all the wonderful products they sell are in the description box below, so make sure you check it out after this video. But right now we're going to get right back into the top 10 most extreme beards. Alright, we're starting off at the number 10 spot now with a guy called Michael Leger. So Michael Leger has the longest beard in the UK and probably one of the longest beards in the world, I think. In 2014 his beard was measured at over 2 feet. Now it's been a few years since then. It's probably over 2.5 feet now, maybe even 3 feet. That's about the height of an average 4-year-old. Can't quite get my head around that. Alright, moving on to the number 9 spot now, we have a guy called Arnie. He's pretty much the king of extreme beards. His name's here. It's too complicated for me to say. Now Arnie is a living legend among the beard community. He has what I think can only be described as an octo beard. Yeah, that's like 6 big beard tentacles and then 2 smaller beard tentacles. He actually won the beard championships in Germany. He has an award-winning beard, quite literally. He also said it takes him 8 hours to style the beard, presumably 1 hour for each beard tentacle.
Arnie was featured on a show called Whisker Wars. Whisker Wars was basically documenting the US beard competition circuit, and yeah, he was featured there winning.
He won the whole thing?
He won.
That's crazy. Imagine being that person who just comes second in a competition like that.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling coming second, but at least you placed.
Yeah, at least you got there, unlike mine. Alright, moving on to number 8 spot now, we have Razor Hater. First of all, that's such an awesome name. His real name though is Michael Johnson, and he was the 2014 World Beard and Mustache Championship runner-up. Now Chris tells me he is technically in the partial beard category for this beard.
That's right. What he has is a partial beard, so if you shave any spot, you're no longer full beard. So he is going with the chops, which he styles up into a huge mustache.
It's kind of like a mustache. I almost feel like he's going for like a full circle because it's like here right now. I think one day they'll join up and that'll be like the happiest day of his life. Alright, next up at the number 7 spot now we have Eric Brooks. Now Chris, you said to me you actually know this guy and he's a huge fan of the Washington Capitals, and he shows up at every single one of their games like this. Just looking at these pictures, all I can think of is how do you even do that? Is it just pure grease?
It is about 3 cans of hairspray and about 3 hours worth of time.
How much would that cost to maintain every single day?
The real cost is the damage it's doing to your hair.
Yeah, that's true actually. Alright, moving on to number 6 spot now, we have the gay beards. Now these guys are pretty much insanely popular on Instagram. They have over 256,000 followers, and for them, when it comes to beards, it's all about color. Basically, if it's colorful, they'll stick it in their beard, no problem. They've got pictures with fruit and candy and flowers, whatever color they can fit in there.
These guys were responsible for the glitter beard phase.
Yeah, apparently this was like an era within the beard kind of community.
Yeah, and then everyone realized how hard it is to get glitter out of your beard.
I've been there. Actually, I'm going to throw up a picture right now of me with glitter in my beard. That was not a fun weekend. Okay, let's take a look at our number 5 now. Now, I know it's not Christmas, Chris, but we couldn't let this one slip through the net. Now, I've heard the whole beard decoration thing is something that's really taken off in recent years, but where is it going to stop? Check out this beard. Is this too far? Is there any point in having a beard if you can't even see the beard because of decorations?
Yeah, it's a seasonal fad.
Yeah, but like I've seen actual other companies out there selling decorations just for the beard. Now I'm thinking, why do they need need to have a company just for that? Can't you just put small objects in your beard? I'm sounding really harsh on them. Alright, next up at number 4 now, we have the loop beard. That's what I'm calling it. Now I'm impressed when anyone can create a single loop in their beard, but this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 loops in total in his beard. That's insane. Why would anyone want to do this?
Basically, why not? You know, you're going for freestyle category, which is anything and everything. You can put as many loops in, you throw them all in.
It's true actually, isn't it? I think if you're going for a competition, you don't want to hold back on the loops. Maximum loopage. Alright, moving on to number 3 now, we have David Traver. Now David was the 2009 World Beard Freestyle Champion. Now, we've mentioned the word freestyle a bit in this video. I'm used to hearing freestyle when it comes to like skateboarding and stuff. What does that actually mean when it comes to beards?
So freestyle beard category means you can do anything. There's no limits. You basically use all your products you have, you can use any styling aids, and you can make it into whatever shapes you want.
Yeah, so it's basically like just showing off whatever you can do with your beard. Well, the style that he won the competition with was this fantastic basket weave beard that looks like something straight out of the Viking era. It's actually in the shape of a snowshoe because he's from Alaska.
That's definitely why he won. It's all in the details. He was up against 140 other people and the basket weave style took it.
So you're Canadian, what would you grow your beard in to represent Canada?
Probably go with a big maple leaf.
It has to be a maple leaf, hasn't it? I'd probably grow mine to a raindrop. Alright, next number 2 now, we have Gary Faulkner. Now this guy is also famous for holding things with his beard, but specifically one thing in particular.
Yeah, he often shows up to sports games holding an entire 6-pack of beer in his beard.
Do you think he actually drinks those or was it just for show?
Oh, guaranteed. He's drinking them.
That beard doesn't last long. Chris also showed me this basketball net picture. There seems to be a real link between like sports and beards. Is that a thing?
Yeah, definitely a thing.
People who like sports like crafting their beards. Alright, finally guys, we've reached number 1 spot and we have Incredibeard. Now this guy, I think is insane. I think that's the right word, but in like an awesome way. He pushes his beard to the absolute extremes of what a beard can do. He eats noodles out of his beard, he holds cans with his beard. Once you see all the crazy little things this guy has done with his beard, the name Incredibeard really kind of makes sense.
So there's videos on YouTube of Incredibeard getting his beard styled. He just sits there and there's a time lapse of his girlfriend just doing insane things to his beard. She turns it into a dinosaur and like you said, the ramen bowl, a skateboard.
Into a dinosaur? I haven't seen that one.
Yep.
Okay, you guys are probably going to see that picture right now. I'm jealous because I haven't even seen that one yet. Alright guys, well I think Chris and I could probably sit here all day talking about extreme beards. Not mine, obviously. But unfortunately we've run out of numbers, so make sure that you check out all the links, everything we talked about at the start of the video. They're going to be in the description box below. Thanks so much to Chris and the Northern Beard Company for sponsoring this video. Thanks for teaching me about freestyling as well. I didn't know that was a thing.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun being here. Hopefully I get to see you guys soon.
Yeah, and hopefully we can make a part 2 one day. Who knows? Alright, take it easy guys, and I'll see you in the next video.